started doing a kick line in a Boston bar when I was 22 years old.
No.
They had to send me in a cab. I was on these cobblestone roads and I barfed. Projectile
Mudslide.
vomit in the West End. I went to go hit the toilet. It hit the wall. Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
Welcome, everybody. Calm Down podcast. Can I just tell you how happy it makes me when I go on these Thursday night games and you little cuties show up with signs that say Calm Down podcast? It's happened a couple times so far this year. And honestly, I throw out, I don't even know who's playing in the game after that. I just get so excited that you guys are kind enough because first of all, I think about this. You had to go to the store. You had to get that paper, the big, butcher paper thing. What's it called? Poster board.
Poster board.
Jesus, my God. How long has it been since I've done a class presentation? You got to get the poster board. Then you got to get the Sharpie, the one that actually shows up because you can't get the little one. You got to get the big one so you can actually see the writing. And it takes a lot of effort. And I just want you guys to know, for those of you guys that have done it at various games, it means a lot. And I get so excited and I take a picture and I send it to Erin and then I forget who's playing.
Excited. Yep.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for even listening. And then thank you for going to your local craft store and making us a sign.
It's so sweet. Are Michaels still around? I love the Michaels.
Oh, they give me the shakes. I can't go into Michaels.
Why?
Michaels or Home Depot are my freak out zones because I am not creative. My mom can thrive in a Michaels. I mean, you need a ribbon with a little bit of bend in it that stays and the bow sticks around. My mom's got it. She knows where the glue gun is. She knows where the sticks are. How about this nice smelling cinnamon scented thing that you just wrap around and you put a little dip and dander
some
and
twine
it's
with some twine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's all like from Christmas Vacation where the guy's like, and I'll just spritz it up. Oh no, wait, that was Love Actually. Yeah, that's my mom in a nutshell. She can crush a Michaels. Me, I'm like, I start convulsing. I'm like, where am I? Help me, I'm poor. I don't know what I'm doing in there.
You know what bums me out is that I love a Michaels and I feel like I thrive in the creative space. But as I've gotten older, I've gotten lazy with the gift giving where it's like I throw in the bag and here's some tissue and keep it moving. I'm going to make a concerted effort to bring back my crafting. And how about those glue sticks though? Now it's dripping down and now we're pushing the little stick into the other little stick. That's a whole thing. I hope they've advanced the glue gun. I don't know. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I'm sure that there's a Michaels gift card around here somewhere.
Uses a glue gun to apply her fabulous handmade bows to every Christmas gift she does for us. And it's all with a glue gun. It is our house is like the Magic Kingdom on Christmas when my mom does it up. Like it makes me emotional. She's like, she is Saint Nick. Like she's insane with her decorations. But yeah, she does everything with the glue gun. And she's passed it down to Jarrett that even like if
the glue gun?
She sends, because she brings Christmas here or we'll go to Montana. She sends a huge box of handmade bows that she made up. She throws in glue guns and even Jarrett gets into it. He's like, I need the bows. I need the glue gun. It's insane.
That's so cute.
It's like you're in a Dr. Seuss story that they're so fabulous. It's so great.
Well, since it is now November when this episode airs, we can start getting Christmas. I haven't had a Christmas tree for the last few years because this has not been a happy home. So I have not made the effort to do anything festive. But guess who's getting a tree? This is going to be the happiest family this side of.
We're going to put a tree that big.
Santa Monica. Bend over and I'll show you. Yeah, there's going to be a massive tree in this house. My mom always used this same color wrapping paper, and each year was a different theme as far as like, we're doing gold this year, we're doing silver this year, we're doing red this year. So that was what goes on in our house. But I'd love to hear your guys' holiday traditions because 'tis the season. Now that Halloween's over, we can get excited. Ho, ho, ho. Grab your mug and stay a while. We have stories to tell. Does anyone ever get the 8-minute abs? Do they still sell that? The Thigh Master, the 8-minute abs, all of those infomercials. I once stole my mom's credit card and I went and I bought a Ronco food dehydrator because I really wanted the beef jerky. Like, do you guys remember those? Or the Magic Bullet or the Braun hand blender? This is the shit I was doing.
What is happening?
Because kids nowadays are making little TikToks and they're 11 years old and they look like they're 30 with their outfits and whatnot. It's like, my God.
Contour.
And I'm busy
stealing
my mom's credit card so I can buy a a hand blender so I can make smoothies for myself. Or how about when my mom came home one time and I was drinking a Bartle and James? Do you remember those? Like, well, I can't even say it.
Yeah.
Bartle and James.
Bartle and James or Mike's Hard.
Okay.
Lemonade.
Yeah, I didn't know that Bartle and James
Zima
was alcoholic. So I was sitting on the couch. I think I was like 11 and I was drinking this. And my mom came home and she was like, "Oh, Charissa, what are you drinking that for?" And I was like, "What? What is it?" And she's like, "There's alcohol in that." I was like, And thus it became a problem. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, that's what I worried about. My dad once walked in on me though, making out with my boyfriend and my shirt was off. Whoa.
You've told this one. I was going to ask, what was your first cocktail you ever tried?
Oh, I dated a senior. His name was
senior.
Yeah, his name was Jay, and he had a Jeep, and we would leave campus together and like cruise around and make out. And I was a sophomore.
What are you in Sweet Valley High?
Mm-hmm, I was actually Troop Beverly Hills. And then I forged a note pretending that my mom let me leave campus, and then I got caught for plagiarism.
What was this? Ferris Bueller's Day Off? You were Sloan?
It was. Sloan Peterson. Ferris Bueller's been absent 9 times. He's just leading you down a primrose path, Mrs. Bueller. Wake up and smell the roses. Sloan Peterson's father's on line 1. You still want his daytime number? No, Rose, you pinhead. How about when the secretary and she's taking out all the pencils from her head? If anyone hasn't seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off. But yeah, Jay was a senior and I drank with him at his house and it was tequila. And I think that's why to this day, I still have an aversion to tequila because it was just, I got sick and it was not good. And you guys know the first time you throw up off of any alcohol, whether it's Captain Morgan or a Smirnoff Ice, you ain't going back to the well. And it was
Bailey's
tequila.
And cream. Whoa! That used to be my thing. No, Mudslides. No. Mudslides. I thought it was so cool. I got my first job with the Tampa Bay Lightning and I was drinking Mudslides.
Of course
when
you were.
All the announcers went out and I was like, I'll have a Mudslide. I had 4. I started doing a kick line in a Boston bar when I was 2 years old.
No.
They had to send me in a cab. I was on these cobblestone roads and I barfed. Projectile vomit in the Westin. I went to go hit the toilet. It hit the wall. And I remember calling my dad and being like, I have alcohol poisoning. And he goes, you don't. You just had 4 Mudslides. What a disgusting person.
Also,
I'll never have one of those again.
We can't. They were called White Russians. We don't call them that anymore. Oof. We call them Ukrainians, White Ukrainians, to be politically correct. And that was the other thing that I would drink too. It with half and half in it. Like, God. Disgusting.
Ew.
Remember when the Atkins thing was such a big deal? Okay, only I do because I've tried every fad diet out there. And I was on an Atkins diet and I would drink breve lattes. Breve lattes.
I don't even know what that is.
As a former barista, let me tell you, because it was all the rage in Orange County. I made a lot of breve baristas. Breve. I'm a broadcaster. Breve lattes. It's half and half is the milk. Ugh. You drink cream. Yeah.
Oh, God.
I know.
Yes.
So gross.
And
gross,
is that where people were putting butter in it too and the cream and it would make you like crap your pants?
That was the bullet coffee.
I want to be caffeinated, not on the toilet.
Yep. So that was exciting. So yeah. Tequila's not my friend and Mudslides aren't yours. Was that a TGI Friday mix? Did they patent that? I feel like it was and sold in grocery stores.
Happy birthday from all of us to you. Gosh, I was a real cool girl in the day. Let me tell you.
How about when you are working at Cheesecake Factory or anyone that's ever worked at a restaurant and you have to sing and you have to try to recruit the other waiters in the restaurant? Be like, fuck, there's a birthday at table 12. And then it's like, do I have the lighter? I forgot to bring my lighter. Can I borrow your lighter? And then the candles extinguished by the time you get to table 20 and then you're at the table and it's the awkward singing. Oh, God.
Carissa, how many items are on a Cheesecake Factory menu? And did you have to be familiar with all of them?
Yes, you did. And I lied to get the job because I had no waitress. Experience. There's a theme here that I lie to get all my jobs. Human resources,
tanning
beds, which was really a drug cover up. I found out later.
Whoa.
I mean, no, it was. These are facts. Okay. I don't know. I don't work for the DEA. They just showed up one day. Okay. Is that a rhyme? Wow. I don't work for the DEA. They just showed up one day. So nice. I said it twice. Anyway, so working at Cheesecake Factory, I had to lie to get the job because here's the thing. This is what I don't understand about jobs. The job says you need experience, but how am I supposed to get experience if you won't give me the job? I can't get experience waiting tables.
I have all this money and nobody will help me buy a dress. I need
dinner
a dress
tonight.
For dinner tonight.
At Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, no. So I had to lie to get, and I knew that I'd be good at it because I had hostessing experience. My God, I cannot speak. Fire me now.
You fine.
I was a hostess, so I had that experience. I had been a bartender, so I had that experience, but I'd never waited tables. But I knew I wanted to work at Cheesecake Factory because you made a lot of money there. The aforementioned menu, a lot of items, more items, higher price point. We're flipping tables. I didn't want to have to tell the lie on the Cheesecake Factory resume.
You
but
never do.
They never are, dear.
They never are, dear.
Really wanted to work there. And so, again, I said, Mom, because my mom had been a waitress. One of her 700 jobs she had because she was so amazing and wanted to make sure she could put all of us through our extracurricular activities. So I was like, Mom, I have
for the money.
So hard for it, honey. So I said, Mom, I'm going to have to put you down as my reference, and I'm going to have to use the restaurant that you work at as the place where I also worked at. So I don't think Kathy, my mom always said the lie is worse than the act itself, but I was truthful with her about what I was doing. So she endorsed it. And she also endorsed the fact that I was getting my ass out there and getting another job. So she's like, fine, I'll be your fake reference. Did they ever call her? No, they didn't. And my first night as a waitress, I'm so excited. Terrible outfit. The white jeans, the K-Swiss, all white on anyone is not a good look unless you're 100 pounds. So all white, I get my apron, had to learn how to tie a tie. It was the whole deal. I'm all excited.
Yeah, the tie.
I'm all excited for my job and I'm so friendly.
White or wheat bread.
Mm-hmm. So, and then I'm cutting the bananas back there for the kids at the kids' table. Okay, fine. All the things are working until I get my first, they sign out. I go and I pick up the bill and I'm so excited. I'm like, my first tip, $0. You're the worst waitress we've ever had. That's what they wrote on the bill. $0 and that I was the worst waitress they had ever had. Well, guess what,
buddy? Is it because you were cutting up the bananas?
Not a waitress. So, who jokes on you? Who's got the last laugh? This gal. No problem, buddy. And guess what? It's all uphill from here. 0 tips first table. By the time I left that place, they were begging me to stay. They were asking if I wanted to be promoted to bartender. No, I got to go. Back to school I went. With a lot of money in my
you
pocket.
Don't have any alcohol behind this bar because I drank it all on my lunch break. Shout out to the Publix in Brandon, Florida that didn't hire me to be a cashier. I wasn't qualified.
See, you didn't have experience. You got to lie to get it. See, we're setting up the system all wrong. You guys are putting us in a position to have to not tell the truth, and I don't like it. Is that what they said? That you weren't experienced enough?
Well, I think if truth be told, all my friends worked in the bakery and the hot boys were bagging groceries and I wanted to be there too. Right. And I applied to do all of those things and they never hired me. I wasn't qualified. I apparently wasn't great enough.
Well, you know what I'm going to do?
Make great subs, but you're shitty at hiring people. Just kidding. You're not. I probably didn't deserve it.
I've heard a lot about these public subs.
Great.
Steve said the other day, he's like, I'm craving a public sub. It's a thing, huh? I've never had one.
Oh, it's so good.
You know what
You're
I'm going
to Tampa. You can get a Publix sub.
No, I'm marching. You tell me exactly offline which Publix this is, and I'm marching my ass back in there. And I'm saying,
Brandon, Florida.
How do you like them apples? And I'm going to hold up your headshot. Say, you didn't hire this girl. Oh, I'll do it.
All I wanted to do was work in the bakery with everyone or be with the guys that were bagging the groceries. That's all I wanted to do.
Paper or plastic. I mean, imagine having that gal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go back there. That's on my to-do list. But yeah,
she works hard for the money.
I think everyone should be working in the service industry at some point in their life. I think jobs for these young kids out there are very important. Work ethic, no substitute for work ethic. Work ethic, so no substitute for work. And look where it's got me today. I'm a broadcaster who cannot talk. Maybe it's, look at this. Maybe it's this coffee. Steve, so sweet, ordered me the wrong coffee, but I didn't have the heart to tell him it's the wrong coffee. Is he in here? So what is this? A puppuccino? There's so much whipped cream in here. I just wanted an iced coffee with a slight little thing of foam. This is crazy.
Did you spoon it out?
You had me at did we spoon? No, we didn't, which is probably why I need to make more of an effort. Okay, you know what I mean? I'm perving on the people next to me. Anyways, I have workout clothes on. How about that move though, where it's like are you this person that wakes up and puts workout clothes on? I do too, because then I as the day progresses, which is there, it's on right now, and I haven't worked out, I think to myself,
guilt trip.
You lazy person, you put this thing on in the morning and now it's 4:00. And if you have to take these off and then go put more pajamas on or whatever we're putting on to end the night, you should be ashamed of yourself. Exactly.
Shame on you.
Shame on you. Well, I think we've covered everything in this episode. We've covered the holidays. We've covered watching the holiday. Love Cameron, as we know. We've covered our first jobs. You guys, for next week's post game. Whoa, that's a new segment, post game. For next week's pregame, I want to hear all the fun jobs that you've had or holiday traditions. That's going to be my theme for questions. Not that I'm going to tell you guys what to ask. Ask whatever you want, but I just want to hear the first jobs. I also want to hear
all the places that didn't hire you and you'd like to show your apples. Like Publix not hiring me to be a bagger or in the bakery. Shoot, I would have even done... I don't know what I would have done. I would have cleaned off the carts just because all the boys were there.
I wouldn't have worked in the meat section. I don't know about that meat where you're like then having to shave. No, that would have been, you got to clean it out. Would have been a problem. But anyways, we'd love to hear your stories. You guys are the best. Thank you for listening and showing up with your signs. I saw the sign and it opened up my eyes.
I saw the sign. I really love in that song where she gets really like, I saw the sign.
Yeah. And it opened up my eyes and I am happy now living without you. Because guess what I am? Free.
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.